I think after this workout, I think I could probably hit a baseball farther than you.
I'm gonna go, hell no.
Coach Summers here. I'm the founder of SummersMethod Performance Center down here in Clearwater, Florida. I have a master's degree in exercise science. We primarily work with baseball and softball players, and we've had the opportunity to work with some of the best big leaguers in the game. And today, we're gonna walk through Mookie Betts' game day workout routine. This is one you're not gonna wanna miss. Make sure you stay tuned, check it out. All right, before we dive in, this is a video that Mookie Betts had posted on his YouTube channel. So I got sent this video by a ton of people, and the reason being is everybody's like, hey, Mookie Betts is stealing your workouts. Is that true? We'll find out. Let's just talk about in-season training in general. What you want to look for in-season training is basically managing workload and maintaining the gains from your off-season program. So you don't want to be working too hard. You want to go in and make sure you're filling up the right bucket. So whatever Mookie's not getting on the field, he should be focusing on during his in-season training. Another thing, that we'd like to think about is strength, or relative strength. Absolute strength stays around for about 30 days. So if Mookie hit a good off-season training program, went into in-season, and he didn't, lift heavy or lift towards his big strength numbers, he's gonna maintain that strength from the off-season for around 30 days. But what does go, pretty fast during an off-season, if you don't touch on it, is your contractile ability. So your force output and your contraction velo, so that twitchiness will go down. So in an in-season workout like this, I would like to see potentiation clusters. If you've been following me for a while now, potentiation clusters are a good way to build, high contraction velos and maintain your force production throughout a season. So we'd like to see that, and we want to see, quick twitch and power work throughout this workout.
Nice to meet you, sir.
So how do you normally train?
Yeah, that's a great question. I got a trainer, obviously, so I really kind of let him do it. But
Before you had a trainer.
That's a good little point there, touch on. Mookie, he has his trainer with him in this video. I want to see if I recognize him. Like I said, I saw Bradley's version. They didn't show him. Wonder if he showed him in here. But these professional athletes, they want to buy into a trainer. They don't want to think about what they have to do every time they show up to the weight room. They want a professional running all of that for them, so they just need to worry about their skill and their performance output on the field.
Before I had a trainer, I used to try and get swole. Like, I was young, and I'm thinking lift as much weight as possible because that's gonna equate to performance. As I got a little bit older, for me, it doesn't equate to performance.
That's a really good point there. If you look at the most explosive, strongest guys in the league right now, a lot of them started out playing football in high school. And what comes with football is those crazy heavy strength workouts you do in the mornings or whatever it may be.
There's no specific lifts that you notice equate to performance?
I'm sure there is, but off the top of my head, not really. For me, I'm small, right? So I'm not gonna all of a sudden start hitting 450-foot home runs. My home runs go 402.
As long as they go.
As long as they go.
It doesn't matter. You gonna take me to your workout?
If you've been following us, you follow the social media world, there's always like the 5 best, the 3 best, the best exercises to do for baseball performance. I'll be honest with you, most of the time, that is just to get clicks. Those are all really good exercises because there's not just one exercise that is the magical exercise to do for baseball performance. However, if I was on a deserted island and I could pick one good move that does directly transfer, it's getting big in those single leg squats, the rear foot elevated squats, the split squats, because we know that single leg strength and power transfers over to this game like no other.
Yeah, let's do my workout because I ain't gonna be able to keep up with you. All right. We're starting back.
Wait, we're doing this?
Yeah.
I thought we were doing back.
No, see, this is the moving part.
Oh my God.
Yeah, move.
This is I feel a little bamboozled here. I didn't know we were doing this.
This is the start.
Love it. Mookie's starting out with the mobility exercise. We call this a movement prep in our program. Right after a dynamic warm-up, I didn't see him do one here, but that's okay because this mobility exercise is really gonna polish up that ball and socket joint. This is almost like a car up and over a hurdle. So a controlled articular rotation up and over a hurdle.
Part why when I get on the field and I can just kind of do whatever, or whatever sport, I can play them all because I can just move efficiently.
Exactly right. This game, right? You got to be able to move efficiently, so you got to be adding these different movement prep or mobilities into your training. Have to.
I wouldn't call it that, but
He's just naturally talented.
yeah.
Oh, it's easy.
This is the beginning, though.
Now he's going hurdle unders. You'd want to see a bigger chest and be a little bit more strict there, even if you have to raise the bar a little bit higher so you can get under. But that's just nitpicking, right? He's sitting here talking, he's trying to explain, he's having a good time, still getting a lot out of the exercise. But could it be better? Yeah, but I'm not going to critique too hard.
The amount of weights I would have to lift for it to change my performance, I don't have time to do.
So that is kind of where I lose him a little bit. But playing devil's advocate in season, when you're playing 5 days a week, I do agree to a certain extent, right? You don't want to be doing a lot of high intensity off-season training, lifting a ton of weight in season. I agree. But in the off-season, you have plenty of time to build that foundation, and strength always wins, and it doesn't take a whole lot of time to progressively overload, certain exercises that are going to have immediate benefit on the field. So all in all, I'm going to have to disagree with Mookie there. He definitely is going to have time to perform those strength moves that's going to build strength and raise his ceiling to elevate his game.
Yeah. Then when you go do this deadlift, you're like,
I feel better.
No,
I do feel warmed up.
is this enough weights for you?
Yeah.
Well, you rather just put it on your back?
Yeah. Or just, pick a
See,
girl
I
and just
hate
throw her.
it. Yeah.
Exercise number 1 of the day looks like a hack squat. And if you hear what Bradley and them just said, is Mookie would like, you'd rather put the bar on your back. And Bradley's like, yeah, I made a joke out of it. But what that is called is axial loading. So this, believe it or not, depending on how they use it, training for baseball performance has never been easier. This app is year-round training, specifically designed for your age group. There are 4 programs on the app that we run year-round. Our Youth Power program for ages 12 to 15, our D1 Bound program for high school athletes looking to earn that D1 scholarship, our Golden Spikes program, which is the exact same program our D1 All-Americans are using, and our Big League program, which is designed for the professional baseball player, and it's the same program our guys in the show are doing every single day. So if you click the link in the description, you can start that program for a free trial. Now back to the program. On sets, reps, intensity, everything is going to be a defining factor on whether or not this is a good movement to do. So axial loading, placing a bar on your back, requires a lot of systemic nervous system fatigue. So that's the last thing you want to do as a baseball player in the MLB playing 5 days a week. You want to decrease that systemic fatigue. So placing a bar on your back with heavier loads may not be your best bet.
Okay.
Banded assisted jumps. As I said previously in the video, what is like one of the first things that go during the season? It is that contraction velocity, so that quick twitch, that force. This exercise here at first glance, it's like, what are we doing? The band's just pulling us up off the ground. It's not necessarily the band's pulling you up off the ground, it's that at that bottom portion of that holding the bands, your body weight is going to be a lot less, so you're producing force at a underloaded, weight compared to your body weight. What that allows you to do is highly increase the force output and rate of force development in that move. So it's classic overspeed training. There's a lot of research on this showing that it helps build those quick twitch fibers. So this is a very good exercise to do to pair with a heavier exercise if they went really heavy in the hack squat and then immediately jumped into this, because now we're getting our strength work, we're potentiating our nervous system to make it more reactive to a jump like this.
I like that.
Cheating jumps is all a part of being athletic.
I think after this workout, I could probably hit a baseball farther than you.
I'm going to go, hell no. Hell.
He's exactly right. There's no way in heck Bradley Martyn's hitting a baseball further than Mookie. He may be bigger, he may be stronger, but Mookie's got the skill component, he's got that superb swing. Skill trumps all. All of this is a supplement to that skill work. If you don't have the skill, there's no way you can do it.
Damn. Oh, shit.
But see how high this band allows these guys to get? That's because they're pressing against lighter than body weight. So that allows them to react off that ground very, very quickly. So in turn, it's helping them increase their rate of force production, which is one of the first things to go throughout the season. This is a money exercise to do in season. And a matter of fact, it's in all of our programs. So this move here with the bat. So this is the thing that people have been sending me, been blowing up my phone. Simply because of this video here that we did with Max Clark, a couple months ago. So I don't know, maybe Mookie, maybe his trainer followed me on Instagram and took it from me. If he did, I feel absolutely honored. That's so cool. But at the end of the day, he probably didn't. Good minds think alike. His trainer probably came up with this, maybe on his own. But at the end of the day, what it is, it's using a isometric as potentiation for a med ball throw. So why isometrics are so good for potentiation, and again, potentiation is heightening your nervous system for it to work better in a subsequent exercise. So Mookie's hitting this isometric hold. He's building big neural adaptations that's going to enhance his electromechanical delay. So the electromechanical delay is when your brain tells your body to start moving. Through isometrics, research shows that we're going to be able to decrease that electromechanical delay time through a following exercise. So Mookie's hitting this big rotational movement into the rack, into an immovable object, revving up his nervous system, building big neuromuscular adaptation. Then that nervous system is going to be very high to the med ball throw where he can get more force out of it. So this exercise here is just setting him up for that second exercise.
It's funny.
So he'll hit this and then immediately go into a med ball throw. The bread and butter is that med ball throw.
Never warm up ever. This is so new to me.
Do I need to hold the machine so it doesn't move?
Imagine. Pretty cool.
Did your back pop?
No.
Yeah, my back pops when I do that.
How old are you?
31.
Because you're younger than me, that's why.
Good. Then he goes right into a classic snap down exercise. You want to match that same plane of the isometric. I think that's why this got sent to me so many times, is because it literally follows that Max Clark video, exercise 1 for 1 for 1. But like I said, if he did copy it, that's freaking awesome. I feel blessed. That just means that we're on to something over here at Summers Method. But if not, this is still a really, really good little potentiation cluster to do in season.
I feel like these are like ways to improve your sex game.
Okay.
Like these are like hit
It helps.
crazy. Dude, I want to ask him about sports. Oh my God, what the heck? Yo, wait a sec, that's not a toy.
So look how ridiculous Bradley Martyn looks doing these med ball throws, and look how smooth Mookie does it. That's just because rotation, is trained. The skill side is always trained. So big, strong bodybuilding guys don't train in all planes of motion like professional athletes.
Oops, my bad. Sorry.
That's just the difference. Like, I have to use my hips.
Yeah.
I weigh 170 pounds.
So when you're hitting, you have to.
I have to use everything I got.
It's got to be efficient. And that's amazing what you've been able to do.
Those slow-mo swings right there are beautiful. That back knee down, that front knee's locking out, everything we could possibly preach in here. He's exactly right. He's got to use his hips first. In order to create leverage, he has to at that body weight. Like I said, that swing is perfect.
Because I do a sex movement.
There you go.
God bless me too. So what is your bench now?
Now it's probably like
4 women?
Yeah, like 4 women, about 4 women total on the bar. Yeah, with some, maybe they had a little extra water weight that day, because, ate some candy or something. Yeah, this has to be the first time
We're done.
I've ever warmed up.
No, I'm done. I have a game today.
So what are we benching right now? What's going on here?
I don't do any of that. None of that.
Let's deadlift.
See, then I got to play in the game.
What they're talking about right now is that workout was extremely short, right? But it was executed well. They came in, they did their movement prep, and then they went into their potentiation style cluster. with the lower body and with the upper body. This workout probably lasted, 10 minutes, depending on how many rounds they went through that circuit.
Like, I feel good mentally, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We got him.
You did.
You got him.
Yeah, let's get a photo. I never do that kind of stuff. I feel good. Honestly, I think I could hit a baseball super far right now.
We'll work out, and then we'll go hit.
Okay.
I'll take you to Dodger Stadium. There you go. I'll take you to Dodger Stadium. We can hit on the field.
Dude, I'm gonna smack one. If I get a home run, he gotta pay me. You gotta pay me. You already bet me. You gotta pay me $1,000. Okay. Cool.
If you can hit one out, you got a workout?
Yes, sir.
All right, there towards the end, right? Bradley's like, I feel like I can hit a baseball super far right now. Obviously, it was a joke, but after a workout like that, you will feel good after. You're not gonna feel drained. That's important. Mookie has a game later on this day. He's got to feel good when he's stepping in that batter's box. So that's where that potentiation comes into play. It almost acts like a high, like a drug. Your nervous system's running super high, so you feel snappy, you feel explosive. That electromechanical delay will decrease, and that's going to allow you to make better decisions, square up some more balls in the batter's box. So all in all, I look at this workout, I believe this is an A+ style workout for Mookie to be doing in season. Did he steal, one of my potentiation clusters? I really hope so, because that'd be freaking sick if Mookie and those guys are watching our videos. But regardless, this is a good way a all-star, a guy playing 5-6 times a week should be training. Nice, short, sweet. Get everything you need out of the way, and then go into the game. Have success. Treat the off season where you're building, doing that heavy strength work, and then in season you're maintaining. If you like this style of video, if you want me to break down other big leaguers, off season or in season training, write their names in the comment below. I'll be sure to do so. Hope you like this one. We'll catch you next week. Game rewards the grind. It knows how much you've invested.